How? You got no job. How are you feeding yourself? How are you feeding yourself?
I'm not.
You must be feeding yourself because you ain't dead. Somebody's feeding you. Somebody's clothing you. Who's doing that?
Me, Your Honor.
And once again, how? Are you doing things to earn money that aren't legal and you don't want to talk about it?
No.
Then where are you getting your money that's feeding you?
Sometimes it'll be jobs coming in and out, and then I use that to feed me or clothe me.
If you come see me again, I want you to bring your girlfriend so I can convince her to dump your sorry ass. Okay? She's got self-esteem issues if she's putting up with a guy that's not got anything better than you going on. You have got to make some serious changes in your life. I've been doing this a long time, and I consider myself to be a student of human nature. And what I have determined is people that need to make major changes have to make major changes. And what I mean by that is you need to shake up your entire environment. I'm going to suggest to you that the best thing you could ever do for yourself as soon as you get your GED is see if anybody in the U.S. Armed Forces will take your sorry ass. And get out of your current environment and go do something with your life. Scary thought, isn't it? I'm telling you, brother, you got to shake things up. Have you been paying his fines and costs?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson, could you rise and tell the court your name?
William Jackson.
Thank you, sir. Just for the record.
You've probably wanted to strangle him for years. Brother, I wish you would have seen me before you were 19, because then I had a program for you. I'm going to give you a gift. I'm going to give you a way to close these out and not give me a dollar. You're going to have to work. I'll let you do community service for all of the $2,600 you currently owe us and the 2 new files. So it doesn't cost you a dollar. Well, it doesn't cost him a dollar. But I'm requiring, I'm going to put you on probation. I'm going to require you to do, well, I was going to say 2 things, 3 things. Number 1, no more legal problems. Number 2, do community service at least 20 hours a week. And number 3, get yourself a legitimate job, even when you hate, and start working at least 20 hours a week. Are you as healthy as you look?
Yes.
Okay, listen to me, brother. At this stage in your life, you should be working 60-hour a week minimum. Minimum. So you don't have to work hard when you're old and wore out like me. Has there ever been a time in your life when you worked a 50-hour week?
Yes, but it was
When?
a while.
Yeah, I'm telling you, trust me, I consider 50 hours to be part-time for a guy your age if you're healthy. And I know I did it, okay? I put myself through 7 years of higher education working construction. And you know what? I still found time to go out on Friday night. Because when you're 21, you can work a 15-hour day, go party, get 2 hours of sleep, and get up the next day and do it again. You can do that when you're 21. You can't do it when you're 45. And my experience has been guys that just play in their 20s, either A, their life sucks when they're 40, or they're working too damn hard when they're in their 40s because they didn't put the sacrifice in when they should have. I hope you're hearing my heart. I'm not trying to make you feel bad about where you're at. I'm trying to make you feel motivated to get out of where you're at. Because it's possible. Even if you blew high school, it's still possible. Oh, one more thing I'm gonna order. When do you think you're gonna have your GED? Any idea?
Probably in the next month or
Okay,
two.
so the other thing I'm gonna order is I'm gonna order you to go over on Ford Road, where in that one building, you can sit down and talk to a recruiter from the Coast Guard, from the Navy, from the Air Force, from the Army, from the Marines. They're all in one building. Talk to them. Find out if anybody wants you. Because seriously, that'll shake your world up. That gets you completely out of this area, takes you somewhere new. Well, they pay you, by the way. Okay, they'll train you to do things that you can take into the real world after you get out and make that a career. Think about that. I'm not going to order you to join the military, but I am going to order you to go talk to the recruiters just to find out what the options are. All right.
Yes.
Okay, now I got to put all that on paper.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to put you on a 12-month non-reporting probation. I'm assuming this bond money is yours? Thank you, Dad.
Thank you.
Dad, we keep 10%, but I'm going to give you the rest back. Realistically, how long do you think it's going to take you to find a real job where you can work at least 20 hours a week? And be careful, because I know.
Not that long.
Can you do it in 2 weeks?
Yes.
Good answer. Actually, I'm going to change this. I'm going to put you on a reporting probation. I'm not going to charge anything for it, but I'm going to put you on a reporting probation because I want one of my probation officers following up on making sure you're doing this. So you're going to have to report to them, show them, here's 20 hours community service. Here's 20 hours pay stub. Got it? All right, so when you leave here, you're going to go downstairs. Avery here today? Did you see Avery?
Yeah.
Hit the okay on the screen behind you. You're going to go downstairs and you're going to find Mr. Taylor, Avery Taylor, and you're going to tell him that you owe me a buttload of community service, and he's going to help you put a plan together to start doing that 20 hours a week. Okay, we got a plan?
Yes.
Now hear my heart. I would love you to come back and see me on a regular basis, tell me what's going on, ask me for advice. I love to tell people what to do. All right, so I would love to coach you along. And I also do this. I will promise you this. If you've got a driver's license, once you get this all straight, if you've got a driver's license and you've been doing the things I've been telling you to do, I will find you a job. All right.
Yes.
I know people, if you'll work, I know people that are always looking for young, healthy guys that are willing to work hard. All right.
Yes.
I'd rather go wave goodbye when you get on a bus to go to boot somewhere because you signed in the military, but I'll help you find a job.
Yes. Thank you.
Got a deal? You got a deal?
Yes.
All right. Good luck. Dad, God bless you. Mr. Medina, up with Mr. Adams.
Thank you, Your Honor. Crystal Marie Medina on behalf of Mr. Adams. Mr. Adams, would you please state your full name for the record, sir?
Did you take unfair advantage of the prosecutor today?
Why?
That's a pretty good deal.
Thank you, Your Honor. I had my reasons for requesting such a deal. So currently, Your Honor, Mr. Adams is prepared to be responsible to an added count of double parking. In exchange, they will dismiss the original 2 charges. Unfortunately, Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Adams finds himself in a difficult position. He is homeless. He is hoping that he can pay off this $250 fine by doing community service.
Always an option.
Thank you, Your Honor, and we would ask that the court consider
I'm
that.
confused though. I only see 1 charge.
Well, then maybe it was just 1, Your Honor. Maybe I misspoke.
1 or 2. Okay,
Oh,
she misspoke.
sorry, Your Honor.
She talked to too many people already. Is that the way you want to resolve this? I gotta, thank you. I gotta hear something. All right, same thing. I'm gonna send you down to go talk to Mr. Taylor. He'll help you work out the community service thing. Any questions? Misdemeanors dismissed.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I appreciate it. Now let me get back to talking to more people.
All righty.
Thank you, Judge.
How about Fuentes? Mr. Fuentes, you are going forward today without a court-appointed attorney, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you read your rights?
Yes.
Understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Understand the options presented to you by those rights?
Yes, sir.
Understand the possible penalty?
Yes, sir.
And you're pleading guilty.
Yes, sir.
Doing so freely and voluntarily today?
Yes.
All right. Tell me what happened at the airport on August 3rd that makes you think you're guilty, disorderly person.
Well, to be honest, I don't remember much, but I was going
Let me
through
stop
the
you. Let me stop you. Did you have the layover too long and the bar was too close?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Do you really not have, and I don't mean really like you're lying to me, but do you not have a memory of what actually happened?
I have a recollection of being placed under arrest, and
Okay. Do you have a recollection of what happened right before they cuffed you?
just that I was coming through the TSA line and I was a bit wobbly.
Okay. All right. Were you yelling at people or, resisting, giving the cops a hard time, anything like that?
I guess I got a little loud when they went to place me under arrest.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Okay. Like, a drunk guy that didn't want to be arrested would do?
yeah.
Yeah. So that's the disorderly, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just need to have the facts that support the plea. Okay. So I can accept your plea. You're working, what do you do?
I am an IBEW electrician.
Okay. This guy needs a job. How long you been?
About 9 years.
Okay. All right. Where are you working now?
Lansing, Michigan, at a Neogen chemical facility.
Okay. Going to be a long job for you?
Another year or so.
Good. Okay. What do you got on your record, criminal history wise?
Got a domestic violence, and that's it.
Are you on probation on that one now? That's an
No.
old case.
That's old.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want me to know?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Prosecutor asked me to consider a delayed sentence, and I'll go along with that. Heather, I got a note, show cause regarding bond. Oh, you missed a court date.
Yes, I was actually in rehab
Yeah.
for that court date.
Where at?
Columbus, Ohio. That's actually why I was at the airport that day.
You were
was
going to rehab?
get on a plane to go to
You know what?
rehab.
How often it is so common that people want to get that last drunk in before they go down or start rehab.
Yeah.
I'm serious as a heart attack. We see it all the time. Yeah. So how long were you in rehab?
5 months.
Okay. That's a good long program.
Yeah.
Good. So how much sobriety you got now?
10.
10?
Yep.
Good. Good. Have you ever done the rehab route before?
Yeah, once before with a place called White Light. Actually,
How long?
West Bloomfield. That
How
was
long
just like
ago?
a 14-day detox. It would have been about 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So 14 days wasn't enough for you.
No.
Yeah.
no.
You need the long term. Yeah. So what's the aftercare for this one?
Just AA meetings.
How many?
I did 90 and 90, and then now I just go 2-3 times a week.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You got a plan that works though.
Yeah,
Yeah. Good. Good. Feeling healthier,
a lot better.
able to work more.
Yep.
Yeah. Good. Good for you. Good for you. All right. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm just gonna, we're not gonna forfeit the bond that you lost when you were rehab. I'm just gonna apply that and close it out. That's
Okay.
all. That's all I want. Just stay out of trouble and keep the sobriety going.
All right.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Under advisement. Yeah. 3 months. You can stay out of trouble for 3 months.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Good work so far. Keep it up. All right. See what are we doing? Yeah, just apply. Yep. Deshaun Clarkfield. Good morning, sir. You are going forward today without benefit of an attorney, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, but it looks like you made a pretty good deal too. Prosecutor says you're going to plead to a civil infraction, double parking,
Yes, Your Honor.
and the misdemeanor that was issued to you on 5/14 will be dismissed, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Also, looks like you've agreed to pay fines at cost of $200.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Can you do that today or do you need time?
Need time.
All right. All right, go downstairs, go to the front counter and set up some kind of payment plan, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good deal?
Mhm.
No problem?
No problem. Of course.
Have a good day. Fred, is it Fidel or Fidel? Fidel, come on up. You, sir, have decided to go forward without an attorney?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
All right. And you understand your rights and options?
Yes, sir.
And you understand the possible penalty to the added charge of no valid operator's license on person?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, sir.
All right. May 1, 2024, were you at Metro Airport
Yes, I was.
driving a car?
Yes, I was.
And at that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yes, it was.
I'll accept your plea and dismiss both of the original charges. Working, Mr. Fidel?
No, sir. Currently had 2 heart surgeries, so
Ooh,
I retired, yeah.
retired from the Tigers?
The
The way you hit that D,
I should have, yeah.
how are you doing now, health-wise? How you
I'm
doing?
feeling a lot better.
Good.
My fraction was at 15%.
That's all, only 15% of your heart was working?
Yeah,
You're lucky to be alive.
yes, sir.
Good for you.
So I'm currently going through my disability process.
Yep. And where'd you retire from?
I'm from property management at I used to be at Elring Klinger, and then I went to C Environmental Services
Okay.
from Lansing, Michigan. I have built Ford Field and Comerica Park. So,
Good deal.
yeah.
Good deal. All right. Anything else you want me to know?
No, that's it. I ain't no troublemaker or nothing.
Doesn't look like it. Didn't have enough heart for
I didn't have enough heart.
it. Now you do, so be careful.
Thank
Do they tell you, after all that, do they tell you, where you're at percentage wise? Do they do it that way?
I think I go back in August, I believe. So
Okay.
they can check it and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put it inside of me.
Yeah, so when you were at 15 on a scale of 1 to 10, where were you at? I mean, how were you feeling? 1 to 10, before all the surgery?
Before all the surgeries, I was just a little sluggish, like.
So not that bad.
No, it wasn't that bad. I wouldn't say it was that bad. It just had me feeling
No energy.
lightheaded,
Yeah,
low energy.
yeah.
Like I couldn't even walk, a whole backyard.
Sure.
So I had to stop and sit down and gather enough energy to get up and move around again. And I believe my nose started bleeding out of nowhere, and that's when my supervisor told me, "It's like, go get it checked
Yeah,
out."
you gotta do something.
Yeah,
Well, I'm glad you survived it all.
man, 52 years, still here.
All right, fines and costs on the file, $350. Pay it today or payment plan? What do you
I
need?
need the payment.
Go downstairs and set it up. You're all set. Good luck.
Appreciate you, y'all.
You're welcome. Have a good one. I'm working on it. Thank you, sir. You good? Wazinski? Did I say it right? Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Mark Gilbert, P 71034 for defendant, who's to my right.
Good morning. And we got a plea. Tell me about it.
Had a chance to consult with the prosecutor. My client is going to plead guilty as charged under 771, 6 months and immediate sentencing.
All righty. Ma'am, did you discuss your rights?
Yes,
Understand the rights in counsel?
yes, sir.
Understand the rights and options you've got after discussing with counsel?
Yes, sir.
And you understand the possible penalty for this charge?
Yes, I do.
Understanding all of that, are you in fact pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, I am.
Counsel, would you like to voir dire for me?
Sure. I don't actually have the date of the
I
offense.
got it. April 19th.
So on April 19th, were you in Township of Van Buren?
Yes,
And were you in the mire?
yes,
And while you're in the mire, did you commit retail fraud by switching price tags on an item?
Yes, I did.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You satisfied?
I am.
So am I. What should I know before I sentence Ms. Blazinski?
This is an outlier incident. There's a clean background. Prosecutor and I went over the file with a fine tooth comb. If you'll note the police report, my client was so distraught. She had I would say, an out of body experience. The police note that they had a time even talking to her. She was weeping so hard. There's immediate, significant remorse.
Yeah, yeah. No criminal history.
None.
So what was going on? And this is not normal behavior for you.
No.
What was going on?
I was, I was, like he said, I was having a terrible, terrible day. I,
Well, what was going on?
a lot of stress, a lot
Yeah,
of.
why? Work stuff?
Work. My grandma is still in her end stages of life. I was,
Are you caretaking?
I am one of her caretakers. There's four
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah. Well,
and
thank
that-
God you've got help.
And that was
Yeah.
that was the start of I was just getting ready to start taking over her care
Okay.
the next day.
Yeah.
So I was,
Freaking out.
I was literally beside myself.
Yeah. Do you work
And-
too?
Oh, yes, sir. I work 3 different jobs. I work
Okay.
a full-time job and I work 2 part-time jobs.
Okay.
Um,
You got a lot on your plate.
And I'm very active fitness wise.
Okay.
I have a husband, I have children that are grown.
You know what you don't have you need? You need a counselor
Yes,
because you got a lot of stuff on your plate.
yes, I do.
Have you thought about it?
I actively am in therapy.
Good.
that
Before
is-
this or since this?
During, like, I
Okay.
have been.
I'm
and-
assuming you've
and I
discussed
have,
this
yes, I
incident.
have.
Okay,
And we are working on it,
okay,
and it will not happen again.
okay. Anything else I should know?
Nothing further.
Ma'am, anything else you want me to consider?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. So you can stay out of trouble for 6 more months, right?
Yes,
All right,
I'm confident.
all right. Court costs are assessed the amount of $350, delayed sentence for 6 months. Can you pay that today or do you need a payment plan?
I can pay it.
All right, downstairs, cashier will smile when she takes your money. Good luck.
Thank you very
Thank you, Your Honor.
much.
Counsel, it's a pleasure. Haven't seen you for a while.
Actually, it's been once since COVID, but I was here 6 weeks ago and you told my client to breathe and it made all the difference.
Some of them get so nervous they can't function.
So we're here for sentencing on July 18th. I'll see you
Yeah.
then.
Well, you tell her to breathe before she gets here.
I'm not doing your job.
Mr. Harris, are you in here? Are we waiting for Mr. Bowditch or? Come on, let's try it again. I'm assuming after Mr. Bowditch, you've got more you can share with me. Share.
I was intoxicated, a little bit over the limit. I felt impaired. I shouldn't have been driving.
Right. Did you find out what the number was?
Yeah, it was 1.4.
0.14.
Point.
Yeah, 1.4 would kill you.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, but 0.14.
Yes, sir.
All right, now see, just based on that number and the fact that you told me you were driving, I
Yeah.
can accept your plea.
Okay.
Okay, all right, so that's part of it. The other part was, at that time in Van Buren Township, was your license suspended as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and also at that time, did you have something in your possession you should not have had?
Yes, sir.
What was that?
Cocaine, sir.
All right, I can accept your plea to all 3 charges. I'll dismiss the 2 original charges. Here's where we're gonna go from here. I'm gonna send you downstairs. You're gonna talk to the people at the probation counter. They're
Okay.
gonna schedule with you to come back for a pre-sentence interview. You'll sit down with a probation officer. They'll also tell you when you're gonna see me again for sentencing.
Okay.
And it looks like, yeah, we gotta talk about your bond too. Looks like you missed a court date a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
What was going on then?
I think it was the second or 7th. I know they changed it once.
Oh, it looks like,
You know,
it looks like we might have had a bad address for you. Where you living? Let's confirm that.
Well, I'm in the
Give me a good
process of
address.
moving. What last address was 25-115 Bridge Circle.
All right, so
Okay,
give us,
so I did, oh yeah, because I
do you know
came,
what the new address is?
yes, I went downstairs and what it was, when they sent it out, I was already, was already in the process of moving, so I'm not sure if someone stayed there.
Right,
And I didn't receive it in the mail. I did come back
Okay.
down here and I talked to them downstairs. I remember that.
today or then?
About that, this was
Do we
after
have
that.
your new address now? though?
Yes, yes, I
Okay.
just gave her that downstairs.
Okay. All right, so that was $200. So that $200 is still on the file. So bond is stay out of trouble. Don't purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance unless you got a doctor's prescription. Show up for the probation meeting and sentencing. Got all that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so downstairs, just kind of hang out by the front counter. They'll call your name and then you can set up that hearing.
Okay,
Any questions?
no, sir.
You sure?
Yes,
All right,
thank you.
you're welcome. What's David Bell? Sideberry? Sidberry, how do you say it? Come on up, man. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Wonderful.
Good.
You are going forward today without a court-appointed attorney,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Okay, and did you read your rights?
Yes, I
You
did.
understand those rights?
Yes, I did.
Understand the options those rights give you?
Yes, sir.
Understand the possible penalty for the checkpoint violation?
Yes, sir.
And understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty today?
I am, Your Honor.
Ms. Sidbury, are pleading guilty, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, I am.
All right. So May 10, 2024, it looks like you were at Metro Airport at a checkpoint, correct?
Yes, I was.
And at that time and place, did you have something that you should not have had at that time and place?
Yes, I did.
What was that something?
My weapon.
Okay. A bang weapon or a sharp weapon?
It was a gun.
Yeah.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. And you weren't authorized to have it there?
Not at the checkpoint. I have my
Right.
CPL, but it
Right,
was.
but
an
not at
honest-
the checkpoint.
No, sir.
Okay. I can accept your plea.
Okay.
You've talked to the prosecutor about getting your weapon back?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Anything I should know before I sentence you?
That it was an honest mistake, but I do accept what I am getting. It was an
Okay.
honest mistake, so I have to take the repercussions.
Okay. All right, so the prosecutor's recommended delayed sentence. I'll
Yes,
go
sir.
along with that. 3 months, stay out of trouble.
Okay.
Court costs are assessed the amount of $500. Can you pay that today, ma'am, or do you want a payment plan?
I can pay today.
Stairs and make that cashier smile.
Okay.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Have a blessed one.
How about Collier? Mr. Collier, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
You read your rights?
Yes,
Understand those rights?
yes,
Understand the options presented to you because of those rights?
yes, sir.
And do you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes,
Understanding all that, are you pleading guilty to this added charge?
yes,
And are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
yes.
Other than this plea agreement, nobody's made any promises or threatened you in any way, right?
No,
Okay. So tell me, did you drive a vehicle at or near the airport on April 30th?
yes,
And at that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied?
yes, it was.
I will accept your plea and I will dismiss both of the original charges.
Thank you.
What's the status of your license today?
It's a judgment against it. I got an attorney on that. It was like, I was in the car accident and the car was registered with someone else, so they forged my name, so I would take responsibility for the car. It
So
wasn't-
you're suspended because you, not really you, but it's somebody in your name owes a lot of money on a car accident.
Yep, and they did a default judgment, yeah.
Yep, yep. Good luck with that.
Appreciate
Are you working?
it. Yes, I am.
Where do you work?
Night shift at Walmart, then I work for CL, it's like a plant in
Which one have you had the longest?
Walmart.
How long?
overnight. About 6 months.
Okay. Is there anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you?
I'm a single father, going through divorce, so I got custody of all my 4 children, so
Well,
that's,
I'll work with you on the money.
appreciate it.
Nothing else?
Not much.
All right. As I said, I'll dismiss the original charges. Fines and costs on this one, $500. You need a payment plan?
About a week. It's not my pay week next week. It's about a week.
You want to pay it all?
Yeah, I can pay it off. That's,
Pick a date. Your eyes good enough to pick a date?
nope, they ain't that good. Gotta win.
All right, so let's see. Next Friday is the 14th, then we have the 20, I like Friday due date. So 14th, 21st.
21st?
21st?
Yes, sir.
All right, any questions?
Yes, sir.
You're good to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Larry, is it Hoxie or Hoaxie? Hoxie. You okay?
Okay.
Cough drop?
No.
Okay. Good morning, sir. Counsel your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. May I please the court, Parisa Sabrina on behalf of Larry Hoxie, who is present and stands to my right. Mr. Hoxie, please state your first and last name for the record.
Larry Hoxie.
Thank you. Love that suit.
Excuse me, Your
Love
Honor.
that suit.
Oh,
Yeah. Go ahead, counsel.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for an arraignment pretrial. There are 5 matters. With respect to
Yep.
all matters, we waive formal reading. He'll stand mute.
I'm not even gonna arraign. Let's just arraign the, adjourn the arraignment pretrial. How
Okay.
far out do you want to go?
I believe I spoke with the city attorney, is July 18th a good day for the court?
Does that work? Okay. All right. We'll get you notice.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Have a
You're
good day to
welcome.
you and your staff.
You as well. Thank you. Susan Brown. Ms. Brown, did you talk to Mr. Bowditch, the white-haired guy? You want to wait for him? That all right? Oh, he'll be back at some point. Yeah, I'm not done with him yet. He'll be back. On this one? No? Let me do another file. How about Donovan Martin? Mr. Martin, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you made a good deal with the prosecutor.
Yes, I did.
All right. So we got 2 charges from May 2. We're going to dismiss those if you plead responsible to double parking a civil fraction, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
That's the way you want to resolve it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And it looks like you've agreed to pay fines and costs of $200.
Yes, Your Honor.
You care? You want to do it on the B? Okay. And can you pay that today, sir?
Could I pay it on the 21st, sir?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Well, yes, you may. I don't know if you can, but I'll give you permission.
Thank
All right. Anything else?
No, sir.
Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
Got to find the right rubber stamp. Andrew Bledsoe. Mr. Bledsoe, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you read your rights form today?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand those rights?
Yes, I do.
You don't care because it's a dismissal.
Yes, sir.
I'm assuming you're okay with that.
I'm perfectly okay with that.
Okay. All right. Looks like we've got some bond money. We'll return 90% of that bond money.
You're all right.
Any questions?
No, sir.
You're all set. Donovan Williams. Wasn't that somebody famous? Donovan Williams. Sounds like a. You named after somebody famous?
McNabb.
All right, you're going forward without a court-appointed attorney today?
Yes, sir.
All right. And did you read your rights form? Did you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
You understand the options you have because of those rights?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of that, it says here you're going to plead guilty to the charge. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
On May 19, 2024, you were in Van Buren Township?
Yes.
And did you come in contact with the officers there?
Yes.
What was happening that makes you think you're guilty of interfering? Did you give them bad info about who you were?
No, I just
Refused to do what they told you? What
I
happened?
just didn't want to answer any questions. I was upset. So,
All right. I can accept your plea. You're working, Mr. Williams?
yes.
Where do you work?
General Motors.
How long been with GM?
Close to a year, about a year now.
Okay. Anything else you want me to consider, sir?
No, that's it. No, that's it.
All right. All right, on your file, fines that cost $500. Can you pay it today or do you need payments?
I'm gonna do payments.
Go downstairs and set that up, please.
Sir,
Front counter.
thank you.
You're welcome. I need bodies now. You're just trying to catch up.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, I didn't. What's your name?
Ms. Parrish, yeah, one person is also the same one with different date.
Perry with a P. You got the Perry file?
Yes, up here.
Okay. What name?
Obviously, it's clear. You can go from
Yep. Yep. Good morning.
I have seen it.
Then it's still in that Zoom, I think.
If you can notice, I'll do all of them, but I'm only giving you know.
Yeah.
Did you know what day you wanted?
Joe,
Oh.
when you can, ask Jeff if we gotta wait for Brown. It's just a dismissal. There's something about a bond. There's bond on there. Figure it out. I'm just gonna give it back. Yeah, that's fine. Ms. Brown, come on up. We don't need Mr. Bowditch for this. I mean, we can wait if you want to, but the prosecutor wants to dismiss the case. I'm assuming you're okay with that. Yes? Okay. Counselors, tell her she's okay with the dismissal, right?
Case thrown out? Yeah.
When I went to pay the fee that was required.
Yeah, we've got a $150 bond. Is that what you're talking about?
No, the bond was 300.
Yes, we got $150 on each file.
Okay,
Okay.
but then it's separate. They said I had to go to the parking structure and pay the parking fee, and they said they had no record of the $250.
I've got a receipt right here for $250.
But they didn't want to take it, and my attorney told me, he gave me all the information to go and pay, but when I went to pay, they said they couldn't find no record. It was no police record. They said the only fee that they had was the $7.
Okay,
So I was wondering if I could go and get my $250 back.
that's got nothing to do with me. That's between you and the parking garage.
Oh, okay.
I can handle the $300, the two bonds we've got, but I
Okay,
can't help you with the $250 that got paid or didn't get paid to the parking structure.
because the attorney said I had to talk to you about it.
You got to talk to me about the bond,
No,
but I can't do a thing with the parking structure.
just go
And we
back.
can wait for Mr. Bowditch if you want to.
No, I'll just go back and talk to the parking people.
You sure?
Mhm.
I don't mind waiting for Mr. Bowditch. I just don't want you back there waiting if you don't want to wait for Mr. Bowditch.
I don't want to wait.
Okay, all right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dismiss both these charges and I'm gonna release 90% of the bond money. So
Okay,
we'll keep $30 because it's a 10% bond.
okay.
Understood?
Mhm.
And the money, you posted it, the bond, you posted that,
Uh-huh.
so you'll get it back.
Thank you.
All right, any questions?
No,
You sure?
yes.
Okay, good luck with that parking structure.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much. 90%, yeah. Yeah, I don't think prosecutors have caught on to the fact that sometimes when they dismiss this stuff, they might want to address it. Yeah.
How do I know if I'm loving her like Jesus?
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. Yeah. You ready on Bell?
That's Bell, Your Honor.
David Bell,
Sir.
come on up. Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Honor. May it please the court, James Mott appearing on behalf of the Airport Authority.
Yes, Douglas Baker on behalf of David Bell.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
What do we got? Your Honor, Mr. Baker, on behalf of Mr. Bell, filed a motion to dismiss. He seems to think it was set for hearing today. All I have on my docket is an arraignment pretrial schedule. I was not served with any notice of hearing. So I am asking for an adjournment to set it up for a motion hearing. I know Mr. Baker is going to oppose that.
You know, the problem was it was never noticed up.
Well, I know I sent certainly the court a copy and city attorney a copy weeks ago. I conferred with the clerk. I was told that everything would be resolved today. And because we specifically asked about filing a precedent. So, I mean, we came in thinking that the motion would somehow be resolved today. Mr. Bell is the director of the Detroit Building Department. He's a highly responsible citizen.
Sure, I bet he's busy.
He left a registered handgun in a rental car. He never went into the airport proper. It was a lost property situation, in our opinion. He went looking for it a couple of
Counsel,
days
I
later.
read your motion.
Okay.
That's not the problem.
So
the problem is he didn't know he was arguing the motion today.
All right.
So, I mean, unless you guys want to work something out, I'm not gonna make him argue this motion on the fly.
I understand.
Yeah. Although I don't know that I need your client here next time around. Doesn't sound like
Not for a
we're
motion hearing, Your Honor.
so
I would
for
waive
his busy
his appearance.
schedule, I'm perfectly okay with him not being here.
Fine.
That helps.
Yeah, I have no problem with that, Your Honor.
All right, so why don't you guys get together with Heather and pick a date when we can hear the motion, when he's had a chance to respond.
All right.
All right?
June 20th?
Yeah, I can do that, Your Honor.
Do you want to do June 20th at a normal time? Do you want to do it at the end of the docket?
Oh, I don't really care. You available on the 20th?
Did she say June?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just one moment.
That's the last thing.
Yeah, that's the last time I think we're in your rotation.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'll work?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we put it towards the end of the docket, so you're done with, hopefully you're done with all your pre-trials.
Thank you. Your
Work,
Honor.
11 o'clock?
All right.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Sir, what's your name?
Shane,
Shane what?
Duzan, with a D. Yeah. No, he's not. Oh, he's a corporate lawyer for the city of Detroit. This is the head of the building department. He's representing. So he doesn't know this area. Yeah. Checking something off there. Or here, give me that. And you just, are you using Alpha too?
Yeah.
Just go down the list, tell me who's
Well,
here.
no, I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, you haven't done yours yet.
Oh, on this one, can we switch things around? You plug this no ops, Susan, or this no ops, can you put it on that one?
Yeah, I
And
wondered
dismiss
about
that.
that. I didn't see it.
It was just stuck in her.
I thought that was an odd plea agreement for that. Mr. Bowditch?
Your Honor, we have a Miss Montana Wagner.
Wagner?
Yeah, a show cause, Your Honor. I don't
Also,
really-
on Miss Brown, it was a dismissal, there was some bond money. So I just took care of it.
That was all cleared up. She was a bit confused.
She was confused about the $250 that was supposed to be paid, and she said she tried to pay it and they wouldn't take the $250. And I said, ma'am, I got a receipt for the $250, but that's between you and the parking structure. I can't help you with that. So she seemed to be okay with that.
You know, it unfortunately, it wasn't even her. Somebody used her car. Now, this, we don't have any sort of paperwork on this, Your Honor. This is a show cause. Oh, by the way, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, appearing on behalf of and with Ms. Wagner. Ma'am, could you tell Judge your name for the record, please?
Montana Ray Wagner.
Morning.
Thank you, ma'am. Your Honor, today's date time set for the show cause. We had an attendance issue with Lucas, a 10-year-old son, which after the last time we were here, the act continued. Ms. Wagner was brought in to make the explanation. And she has an explanation. Lucas suffers from some issues, what they call separation anxiety. And he was put on medication, but the medication had an adverse effect. And by the time they determined its adverse effect, he'd been on it probably a month.
Okay.
Then it took him a couple weeks to get.
Wean him off. of
Get it off, yeah, get it out of the
And
system.
now they put him on a new medication. So these are the positive steps.
Okay.
The negative was the 50 days of school that he missed. But he advanced a grade. But
Yeah, but they didn't advance him because he learned what he was supposed to.
Well, me and his teacher have spoke, and me and her went back and forth. I have talked to multiple people. I've talked to his doctor and his therapist and everybody, and they said it would be detrimental to keep him back.
No, and
Oh,
that's not my decision to make.
Right.
But I'm saying, what grade was he in this year?
4th grade.
My point is, he's not going to 5th grade because he learned all the 4th grade stuff.
Right.
Right. So here's the problem.
He is going to 5th grade though.
No, I understand
Okay,
that, but he's
okay.
not ready for 5th grade.
Right.
That's my concern.
Right.
Okay. And I just heard this from the superintendent of schools in Romulus. All the studies show that if a kid gets 2 grade levels behind, he never catches up.
Really?
He'll never catch up. So my concern is, what's the plan to make sure that by the time he's done next year, he's ready for 6th grade? You follow me?
Yes.
So has there been discussion between you and the school personnel about, is there a summer school available? Can you take some extra credit stuff?
I am looking into tutoring right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
I'm finding stuff that is very expensive, so I'm trying
Yeah.
to find somebody that's not so expensive for
Right.
tutoring over the
Right.
summer.
Right.
And then I'm hoping to change him into because we're at Lincoln and there's Child's Brick Model. There's 4 different elementary schools. I'm trying to get him to put into the brick program so that he is at that building with his therapist. And so when he
Okay.
does have those episodes and stuff, that she is
He's in
there,
the same building.
that she can go and step in, that
Right.
I don't have to go and grab him
Right.
and step in.
Right. Right. So hopefully, if there are continuing issues, he doesn't leave school.
And he has her there as somebody, as a buffer to go talk to.
Okay.
We've at Child's had people that we've tried to reach out to that he could go talk to.
Mhm.
It just hasn't worked out.
Mhm.
It hasn't worked out.
Have you talked to, I understand you're trying to find tutoring on your own and everything, but have you talked to the school personnel about what might be available either through the school district, or they might know of some outside resources you could use?
His teacher has given me a few names to email to see if they can do it. And then me and her are discussing right now about
Okay.
summer school to see if there's a spot for him in
Okay.
summer school.
Okay. All right. Here's what I'm going to suggest. When I get in trouble, there's always a spot for one more. Okay.
Oh, I
The
know.
question is whether or not your kid gets it. So you've got to sell yourself on, first, I'm not saying you go, be the crazy
Right.
mom. That's not going to work. But I mean, you got to convince them that you're pushing this new plan 110%. You just need to get him into school because you don't want to lose next year too, or have him
Exactly.
behind at the end of next year,
Exactly.
not lose it. But so I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't meekly wait to see if they tell you got the last spot.
I filled
you
it
hear
out
me?
yesterday and I
Okay.
sent it over, and I will literally call Miss Aldridge as soon as I leave here and just say, hey, I sent it, just so you know
Go
it's in.
in person.
Okay,
If you've got the time,
just go
it's,
up there.
it's real easy for me to say no to the phone. It's harder to say no when I'm looking at a desperate mom that's trying to save her son's education.
That's true.
Okay.
Very
And
true.
I'm not criticizing the school
No,
because they
that's-
got limited resources.
Mhm.
But my point is, if there's only a spot for one more kid.
Get him in there. Yep, okay, I will.
And Your Honor, he is on a new medication, which appears to be working.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have my
so we'll-
kid back.
we'll
I
keep
have
our-
my child.
Yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed that he's not
So-
gonna have these problems next
Right.
year. But even if he doesn't, he's still got to catch up. I mean,
Yes.
He's got to do a year and a half worth of work next
Mhm.
year, right?
Yep,
Okay.
yeah.
Ms. Manarino?
Good morning, Your Honor. Angela Manor on behalf of the people. Your Honor, I would just indicate for the record that Michael Hotchkiss from Child's Elementary is here. I have had an opportunity to speak with him. We also spoke with Mr. Bowdish about, the ongoing attendance issues. know if that's gonna work. So I don't know if the court wants to hear from Mr. Hotchkiss in terms.
I don't, I'm willing to, but I don't need to, because what I'd like to do is just extend this delayed sentence to make sure that in 5th grade, we don't have these continuing problems.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay?
Thank you.
That's fine, Judge.
We can set a review date, Your Honor.
I'm just gonna suggest that, well, she's gonna be out of the 9 months by the time, well, no, February 9th. That'd be November, right?
They'd be in school.
Yeah, so
September,
I
they
took the
start,
plea, I
yeah.
took the plea at the end of February, so by November, we're gonna know if it's a continuing problem next year. Would you agree?
Yeah,
Okay.
because they start September, right?
Yeah.
The end of September.
Yeah, so we'll have
Yeah.
a solid month and a half of school by the time the 9 months is up.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna say 9-month period is still running.
Good. Thank you.
Satisfied?
That's fine.
And then you'll let us know if we got an issue.
Yes,
All right? Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. And do we have Miss Oswald's card, Miss Oswald's
Yes.
card? What's
And
the
then
name?
last time,
Yeah.
sorry. I think
That's
it was
all right.
her approach. Last time she was on vacation and I was supposed to go down and her plane got delayed.
I think she's down there today.
She is down there today? Okay.
I
will
think
look.
so.
She's not.
Oh, it's Thursday. Yeah, no, she's not. Call her.
I will call her.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much,
You're
sir.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome. David Bell. Oh, well, I guess that's better than coming back and arguing a motion.
Yes, sir.
Counsel, your parents.
Yeah, Douglas Baker on behalf of Dave Bell, and we've decided to take the offer that the prosecution has made in this case.
Okay, and the offer is you're gonna plead to a civil infraction, double parking. You've agreed to pay 150 fines or costs?
Yes, sir.
All right, and the misdemeanor would be dismissed. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I can do that. I was kind of looking forward to arguing that motion because I thought it was a pretty good argument.
Well, I believe in it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is obviously, you can't come back here for $150, so this makes sense, but I thought it was an interesting argument. Okay, can you pay that today, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, if you go downstairs, the cashiers will smile when they take your money.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Are we finished?
Oh, yeah, you're all set. Have a great day. How about Tiffany Haynes? Good morning. You are going forward today without a court-appointed attorney, correct?
Correct.
All right. Did you read your rights form?
I did.
Did you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
You understand the options presented?
Yes.
And you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes.
All right. Looks like you have made a deal with the prosecutor. You're going to plead to a civil infraction, double parking. You've agreed to pay fines and costs of $200, and the misdemeanor charge for May 13 would be dismissed. Is that the agreement you've entered into?
Yes. Sir.
And can you pay the 200 today?
Is it possible for me to get a few weeks to pay?
Sure, I can get you on a payment plan if you want.
Yes, I would
Okay.
appreciate that.
All right, so I will accept your plea to the added charge. I will dismiss the misdemeanor charge. I will assess fines and costs of $200 in keeping with what you've agreed to. And I'm going to send you downstairs to make a payment plan. Any questions?
No, sir.
You're all set.
Thank you.
Oh, and whatever they took from you that day is gone. They're
Oh,
good. Yeah, that's part of the agreement, right?
Well, he told me that the owner can go and get it after the 200 is paid, or is that not true? Because the gun was cleared.
I can't read the damn thing. What's he say? Item seized, and what's that say?
Item seized gun may be returned.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Gun is in front.
That one guy got fined $9,000.
I've been doing 12 years.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were 2 or 3 guys going through it at the same time, and I just saw one of them was sentenced to $9,000 fines.
Yeah, because I think a total of 5. The last one was a. But you would this sounds about RTSA. RTSA is not finding these stuff. They're saying that we just have, there's too much going through that they can't catch everything. but it's a lot.
Xavier Hall. Do you want to wait for the attorney for me to dismiss this? I don't have to. Case is dismissed. Would you just tell Crystal that I dismissed Hall?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Ann Roswell, I'm assuming you're okay with the dismissal? And neither one of you got bond posted? Bye. Have a nice day. Well, you know, I've traveled more than once and brought my backpack in here and had the guys running through.
Yeah, you
Just-
said that because
just-
the ammunition does, the bullets, whatever I guess are.
And I don't know that I've ever had anything in that backpack that was illegal, but I'm just paranoid. Yeah. Well, what the hell? They just dismissed it because there's no complaint.
I'm gonna go check the list.
I'm looking. All right, Joe. Yeah. That's weird. Well, obviously he didn't want to pursue it.
That's not giving Angela spoke.
There was a assault.
We'll have to ask.
Take a seat.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone, we're getting close to the end.
So I just dismissed your 2A and B guys.
Thank you so much. I was just asking about.
And then she pointed out to me that the complainant, I took a plea from him about an hour ago.
The complainant was here?
Yeah. He obviously didn't talk to anybody. So I told
You
her,
talked to the same prosecutor. But now.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
you talked to the
right.
same prosecutor.
Well, I'm gonna go find and do it right now, just so she's aware.
Well, she's listening.
I'm gonna tell her right now, that's crazy, we asked and,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, man.
unless there's a, I mean, it's the same first and last name, so maybe it's not the same guy.
I mean, yeah, what's the first and last name, Michael Smith? 'Cause that's, you know, John Smith, and Christina Smith.
Can you read that last one?
No.
What's your last name?
Pharr.
Fair? Far? That's how you pronounce it, far? Like, not close, but far.
Miss Medina, your turn.
We're right, yeah, we're working you up on a German. We got a lot of formal hearings today. I only see one that's got an attorney listed though.
July 1st, at 9:40, I'm Judge Oakley. All right, thank you.
Sure, we can tell you that.
February 1st of 20. You're welcome.
We'll call you Saturday.
Okay. apple pie enchiladas. That's not,
Wouldn't it be like an empanada?
I don't know, that sounds good. Looks pretty good, too.
No, that does. And I'm not a big apple pie person, but that.
Oh, I am definitely making this. Oh, that sounds so good.
Do you have apples this year or no?
I haven't noticed it yet. Yeah, I haven't noticed, because I got them all back with the zero. Oh, you got one ready? Oh, got it. Jabari Palmer, come on up, sir. Mr. Palmer, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? Did you read your rights form?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did you understand the options presented by those rights?
Yes.
You understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to the charge?
Yes.
And are you doing so freely and voluntarily today?
Yes.
All right. Were you at Metro Airport on April 8th?
Say that one more time, sorry.
Were you at the airport on April 8th?
April 8th. Oh, the day of. I think so, yeah.
Yeah, ticket says it was April 8th at about 1:41 p.m.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And while you were there, did you violate some rule or regulation?
Yes, I did.
Which one? What did you do?
I don't know the exact term, but it was I just forgot to turn in something I was supposed to.
All right, so the ticket says found item that was not turned in.
Yeah.
Right, you were working there.
Yeah.
At the airport, right? All right, so you found something, and protocol is you're supposed to turn it into a supervisor or some location or something, and you didn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
I forgot, yeah.
All right, I can accept that. Who were you working for?
G2.
And still working for them?
No.
Yeah. What was the item?
It was an iPad.
Okay. I'll accept your plea.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything you want me to consider before I sentence you?
No.
Prosecutor has recommended a delayed sentence, which means if you stay out of trouble for 3 months, pay whatever court costs I order, then at the end of the 3 months, it will not stay on your record as a conviction.
Okay.
All right, I'll do that. 3 months, delayed sentence, court costs $400. Can you pay that today or do you need time?
I need time.
Go on downstairs and set up a payment plan.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I did. He's on the news again. Why are you laughing?
At least you're admitting.
Why can't I share this one? Sure.
What's that? I'm waiting for Mr. Christian. Oh, you didn't get paperwork? Sir, it's Mr. Carter.
What's your last name?
Oh, Bales.
Bales. First name Wayne?
Yes, sir. Get paperwork, you wait on some data. You wait on some data.
Last name, Your Honor, Bono, first name Chance. Step away from
All right, go ahead.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Bonham, who is present. Sir, could you tell the judge?
This courtroom moment might look small, but it shows how even minor decisions can follow you into court. One by one, people stepped forward. Simple violations, small charges, things most people don't think twice about. Double parking, not following rules, forgetting responsibilities. It all seemed minor until it reached the judge. In one case, a woman accepted a deal, pay a $200 fine, and the more serious charge disappears. No argument, no fight, just a decision to move on. In another moment, a man admitted he found an item at the airport and didn't turn it in. He said he forgot. The judge accepted that, but still gave him a delayed sentence, meaning one mistake won't stay on his record as long as he stays out of trouble. And that's the reality of court. Sometimes you get a second chance, but it always comes with conditions. Follow the rules and you move forward. Break them again and it comes back even harder. So here's the real question. Are small mistakes really small, or do they only seem that way until consequences show up? Like and subscribe for more real courtroom moments.